You know, I've been covering race since 1962 when I first became a reporter in Omaha. There's an enduring truth. People talk about race one way in public and one way in private.
Tonight, a special edition of Dateline. Tom Brokaw reports. Why can't
we did the documentary and called it simply, Why Can't We Live Together? So we went to the small suburban town deep in South Chicago, which had been primarily a white German-American, if you will, enclave for a long time. And a developer put up some affordable, nice homes, and African-American civil servants and other professionals began to move in down there.
I started feeling very uncomfortable in the neighborhood, and I basically told my husband, I'm leaving if you want to come with.
It doesn't bother me at all seeing blacks in the area. It's just the crime that comes with it sometimes. You know, what do they bring in?
A man I'll never forget talked about selling his home, not because he didn't like his neighbor, he liked him a lot, who was an African-American, who was a white man selling his home. But everything he had in the world was in that house. And he was terrified that if he didn't sell, and everybody else did, his home would have no value to him.
Well, our next door neighbor, after we moved, refused to talk to us.
He was angry.
Oh, extremely. Extremely, yeah. He hasn't returned phone calls or Christmas cards or...
How did that make you feel?
Upset. It hurt. It hurt.
We tried to document the struggle, and we saw the complexity of it.
When you're looking at a house, you don't talk to the owner and say, you're moving, why are you moving? No owner's going to tell you, I'm moving because all these black people are coming here.
From the beginning of my career, I've been fascinated by the place of race in our society. How it divides us mostly, how it does unite us in some instances, how it's a great moral issue for our time. And by the way, on both sides of the spectrum.
How would you feel if your 15-year-old son just got wildly smitten by a 15-year-old white girl?
You do ask the tough questions.
I always begin by saying, in the case of some volatile issue like race, look, I'm trying to learn, I want our audience to learn, what do we need to know about your feelings here? And it won't do us any good if we hide those feelings, if we're not honest with each other. I think the hope is generational. I think the young people are growing up in a much more integrated environment than I grew up in, for example. But we have to be able to talk about it.